Hello to all my friends and followers, welcome back. I am Frank James Bailey. I created the Turkana comic book series. Now if you want to know more about Turkana, you have to go to Turkana.com. But this video is not about Turkana. This video is about my Kickstarter for my newest project, which is Olivia, the Mighty Kraken novels. However, this video is not just about my Kickstarter. I want to give you a Kickstarter tip. But before I do that, I want to remind you to please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and all the other social networks that I'm a part of. I really appreciate everybody who follows me on social media and watches my videos. Now, on with the video. Like I said, you know I'm running a Kickstarter for my newest Kickstarter, Olivia the Mighty Kraken. But this video is not solely about me and my Kickstarter. I want to give you a Kickstarter tip. And here it is. Help other people. I've talked to so many people who want to start a Kickstarter for their comic or book, and they don't seem to understand that if you back other Kickstarters of any sort, doesn't have to be books, doesn't have to be comics, if you back other Kickstarters, it will help you out immensely. Now, I'm not saying that every single person that backs your Kickstarter will back you, but I am saying the people that I've backed on Kickstarter have become friends with me, and I'm pretty sure they're going to support mine too. Like I said in a previous video, about this time last year, I had around 20 followers or so for my Kickstarter for Turkana comic number 7, and at the time when I launched it, I only had around 60 some followers. Well, I have around 70 followers already for my newest Kickstarter, Olivia the Mighty Kraken novels. Backing other Kickstarters has made a big difference. Now let me get to a couple of stipulations about who I back on Kickstarter. For one, if your profile looks like this, with a big old goose egg helping nobody, I am probably not going to back your Kickstarter. But if your profile looks like this, you've helped a few people, but you have more campaigns, I'm like, yeah, well, maybe. Depends what the Kickstarter's about. However, if your Kickstarter profile looks like this, where you help a lot of people, I'm very inclined to help your Kickstarter. I look at that number. I see how many people you've helped, and then I look at your campaign. Wow, this looks pretty cool. And usually I'll back it for a $5 digital comic. I'm sure you know, not everybody can like all comics in all genres. I also don't usually back campaigns that are not suitable for work. I'm sure you know what that means. Now, on very rare occasions, I have backed some, well, spicy comics before. It is pretty rare because out of 150 people that I've backed on Kickstarter, I'd say maybe 10 of them were, spicy or not suitable for work. Because honestly, I'm probably not going to back a campaign if the profile looks like this. A big old goose egg and hasn't helped anybody. The spicy campaigns that I've backed are kind of interesting. I backed a spicy campaign once that was called I Summoned a Demon, and I think she's my type. That seemed like a pretty fun and interesting story. But most importantly, that person who created that comic backed a bunch of other people. And the same with all those other spicy campaigns that I backed before. They backed a bunch of other people, so I helped them out. There are people on Kickstarter who are very successful in doing these type of campaigns. And guess what? They usually don't help anybody. They kind of don't have to. There's usually some horny guy in a basement somewhere looking at that Kickstarter saying, honey, I'm going to help this guy in Kickstarter. And it's actually a, adult comic what he really wants. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you do, then fine. But if you're just getting started on Kickstarter and you want your Kickstarter campaign to be successful and it doesn't have a lot of big boobs in it, then helping other campaigns is a very good way to make sure that your campaign meets its Kickstarter goal. Last year, my Kickstarter campaign for Turkana comic number 7 was $500. I made around $700, which is good. I was over my goal. This year, my goal, again, is around $500. Now, I'm really crossing my fingers that I can get over that. Not just to 700, but to like 1,000, 2,000, maybe even 3,000 or 4,000. I'll be really happy if I meet my goal on the first day or the first couple of days. That would be fantastic. I think I'll probably faint and maybe cry if this campaign reaches $2,000 to $3,000, $4,000 or more. My goal is just $500, but it is possible it could get even more than that, and I'm really hoping it does. So there you go. There is your Kickstarter tip. If you want to start a Kickstarter campaign, no matter what it is, help other people first. Unless your campaign is all about big boobs and sex, then you don't have to worry about it. People are going to buy it anyway. But if it's not, then help other people. Back Kickstarter campaigns and show the Kickstarter community that you're not just on the platform to make a quick buck. Okay, I get it. I know everybody wants to make money in Kickstarter, but I'm sure you understand when somebody doesn't back anybody else, they've had 4 or 5 Kickstarter campaigns and they're all about big boobs. I'm sure they're just in it for the money. Finally, if you want to follow my Kickstarter campaign, my new Kickstarter for Olivia the Mighty Kraken novels, all you have to do is go to Kickstarter.com. Look for the search bar and put in the words Olivia the Mighty Kraken. It's the only one that pops up, so give it a follow. I really appreciate it. Remember, I'm trying to hit 100 followers or more before I launch this on April 15th, which is my birthday. In closing, thanks for watching my video, and as always, thank you for your support.